This is your Weather Xtreme video for Sunday, April the 4th, Easter Sunday. I'm meteorologist Brian Peters, and we're certainly glad you're tuning in with us. I'm just a tad later than I normally am, but that's okay. It's Easter Sunday. All right, let's get right to some Skycam images. How about this one from Mount Cheaha, showing a little bit of fog down in some of those valleys, as much of the sky is reasonably clear, although the Coleman shot shows some of the cirrus clouds overhead, but it looks like sunshine is in store for us for today. We may see a little bit of cloudiness this morning, but I think we're going to see lots of sunshine this afternoon. And a little bit of low stratus visible on the picture from down near Mobile at the battleship Alabama this morning, and certainly a beautiful shot down there. Now, let's take a look at the surface map. We have a front that was coming through yesterday, has stalled over the area. I expect that to retreat to the north, but you can see that to the south there's some fog, and to the north there's some much lower dew points and drier air. The trough that was moving through yesterday has ejected off to the northeast very rapidly, and we're generally under a ridging, although as you can see from this, there are little short waves moving through, but none of them of any real significance. Temperatures this morning vary quite a lot across the state of Alabama. 50 at Muscle Shoals, down to 64 at Mobile, and you can see the front evidenced by the fog to the south of the front, and then you can also see that the dew points are much lower in the mid-40s across the Tennessee River Valley where the drier air is. But again, that front is expected to drift or move slowly to the north today, paving the way for just a beautiful day. QPF-wise, not a lot of precipitation due in Alabama over the next 5 days, on the order of about a quarter to a half inch or so, with higher amounts up across the Ohio River Valley. Storm Prediction Center is outlooking a slight risk for a good part of Illinois and Missouri, and a little section of Oklahoma and Kansas this morning for today, actually. Sorry about that. And let's get right to the 06Z GFS model run. And this is our surface map for today. And you can see that with the high positioned off to our east, that we're going to continue to pump a little bit of moisture up across Arkansas, Louisiana, East Texas. And the possibility exists for a few showers along the front, but I don't think we'll really see anything much in Alabama. In the upper atmosphere on Monday, you can see that the ridge is still pretty much firmly in place, with a lot of traveling short waves moving across that flow, with the bigger trough off to the west, and that will be our next system. Here is the surface map that goes with that, and high pressure continues over the area with a little bit of rain up across the Ohio River Valley in the vicinity of where that front should be on Monday. Here comes the trough now, and that helps to build the ridge over us, keeping us warm and dry on Tuesday. And it does look like we'll probably stay dry on Wednesday as well, although the threat, instead of later in the day, is probably into the overnight hours Wednesday and early Thursday, as that trough advances our way, and we see a surface low over Missouri with a front trailing down into Texas. The trough gets here on Thursday at midday, and that means that we should be seeing another line of showers or thunderstorms. It does not look like this will be severe, as the main dynamics are much further to our north, with the surface low up in the southern Great Lakes. By Friday, the trough has rotated by, as we now have a bit of a closed low over the eastern Great Lakes, and that means that the weather should have exited our area. But notice the thicknesses. Looks like Friday we could be back down into the 60s for some highs. Boy, won't that feel nice after this nice warm weather. And with surface high pressure over our area on Friday, and then surface high firmly planted in the vicinity of about Fort Walton Beach, I think, on Saturday. So that means just a beautiful day for next Saturday. And it looks like we stay that way for Sunday, as the ridge builds once again with another close low coming out of Southern California. And again, that should keep us high and dry for next Sunday. So another beautiful weekend in store. Very quickly, let's take a look at Voodoo Country. We'll just look at the upper air charts and another weather system around the 14th in the upper atmosphere that should bring us another rain chance. And after that, that one stays with us, actually, keeping us somewhat unsettled. But finally, it gets by on the 19th, and that should pave the way for some really good weather for the little bit towards the latter part of April. Well, thanks for tuning into the Weather Xtreme video. I appreciate you staying with us. The next one, it will be tomorrow morning around 7, between 6 and 7, and that will be with James Spann. Hope that you have a great Easter and Godspeed.
Each day there are new stories to tell about the people who live here and the place we call home.
All of the faces that I see, all of the places close to me, they're all part of all the best things about home.
Sharing your stories on ABC 3340, Alabama's news leader.